still showing the picture from before? Is it showing
It just says Refuge Report.
just the one logo in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm transitioning to the intro. Hopefully there's sound. There is.
Hey, everybody. Nope.
Now
You're live.
Hey, everybody.
I pushed the wrong button.
Oh, way to go. Hey, we are here. Yes, it is Brittany here to host a live stream with you guys because Bob and TJ are boots on the ground in North Carolina still. So, you're going to hang out with me today, and we're going to chit-chat about the craziness if you guys haven't been watching the hurricane that is happening in Florida right now, or they're just starting to get the outer bands. And last time I heard, there was already 12 tornado warnings for South Florida, which is crazy.
You said there's an echo.
What?
There's an echo.
Oh, no.
How is there an echo?
I don't
There's
know.
only one mic going right now.
Uh-huh.
You have an echo, 4x5, but with a little echo.
Oh, no. There's an echo?
But why? Okay, hold on. Please hold.
My audio's
the
off.
echo gone now?
Echo? Maybe?
I have two sources for something, so I'm wondering if that's why.
Is it better now? Maybe? Still echoey? Echo! Echo!
Echo 5x5. Let us know if I just fixed it.
Just Brit. Just Brit echoing.
Well,
There's
I
only
don't
the
have a
one.
mic, thank goodness, because they don't want to hear me eating cashews.
Your mic settings?
Did I fix
Mic
it?
mic on camera?
No.
No?
5x5, there we go.
Oh,
I fixed
better!
it.
Yay! Okay, so I don't know if you guys have been watching the hurricane that is working on Florida right now, hitting Florida. I know they're just getting the outer bands, but we've had Ryan Hall on this morning on our speaker in the office, and last time I heard there was 12 tornado warnings, and several tornadoes already touched down with crazy destruction. So we've been watching that. If you guys haven't been watching it, this world is getting crazy. We have several team members of Refuge with boots on the ground in North Carolina. There's a bunch of volunteers there with Grindstone Ministries. If you guys have emailed Grindstone Ministries and they haven't gotten back to you, just be patient. They are working on cycling more people in and out. They have been flooded with awesome volunteers, donations, and there's still a lot going on, and there will continue to be a lot going on for the time. There's a lot of devastation there. So we are here to chit chat for a little bit. This won't be a super long live stream because we have over 500 plus orders sitting in our queue right now, and we are just working on pushing them out the door as fast as we can for you guys because we really want you to have this gear in your hands. I know that they're working on burn buckets and wound care buckets, and I know travel facts are going out today. So if you guys have an outstanding order with us, just please be patient. If you would like to email or jump in the live chat to kind of get an estimate on when your order is going to ship, I will always be honest and let you know. If I can switch colors to get something out sooner, I will do that. But we are working as fast as we can, as hard as we can. We've seen slight shipping delays with stuff coming to us because of all the stuff going on in the country right now. And we're starting to see a little bit of supply chain stuff definitely happening. IV fluids are completely on allocation for hospitals only. The facility that got hit in North Carolina, I have heard that they produced 1.5 million bags a day in that warehouse alone. And the last thing I had heard, they haven't even made it to the warehouse yet because you still had to get there by boat because of the amount of water that was still sitting there. They did say that there was no employees during that time. They did send everybody home and evacuated that warehouse prior to the hurricane hitting.
That means all the stock they had is gone too.
But yeah, all the stock that was sitting there, all the machines, like I know that it was a big dialysis manufacturing facility too. So it's crazy what is happening and going on. So please just be patient with us. We are working as hard as we can. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about your orders though, jump in the live chat. It'll most likely be me answering it, so I will get you the answer as soon as I can. If you have any comments while we're here on the live stream, throw them in the chat in all caps so that Lauren can see it. I have Ryan Hall set up on my screen over here, which is oh my gosh, there is a tornado on the ground. That is crazy. Polk, Florida, and Osceola County. You can just, they're huge tornadoes too. And I know it's a category 4, and they're saying it's only going to get a little stronger as it's getting there. So I grew up, born and raised in Florida. I still have a lot of family and friends that live there. So I really have been praying for them and staying up to date.
Do y'all have a Lake Placid in Florida? Because I know we have one in New York. There's
What?
one in New York. Someone said there's a big nadir headed towards Lake Placid area. Is there a Lake Placid in Florida?
I don't know. It's
The one I
probably
know
south.
The one I know about is in New York.
Huh.
I skated there.
There is several tornadoes, though. I do see one right now in St. Lucie County heading south towards 80. Oh my gosh, it's just, you can see it's crazy. So yeah, make sure you guys are keeping up on Ryan Hall. Check in with any friends and family that's going on in Florida, and we're doing what we can here. I know Grindstone has a lot of stuff going on. They have oxygen tanks. If you guys haven't seen on the website, you can purchase an oxygen tank and it'll get donated. It will get delivered, drop shipped right to the guys on the ground, and they are facilitating it to who it needs to get to. My words today. I did it. I will try to take a deep breath, as Texas Sheep Lady said, and just breathe through it. Because, yeah, it has been just a little chaotic here. Little bit of, running around like chickens with their head cut off. Just trying to do what we can. Fulfill orders, order more things, and fulfill orders. Our sew team has been working nonstop. We also have Sukkot coming next week, which we are all super excited about. But the one thing we don't want to do is going into Sukkot with all these orders sitting in queue. So we are just pushing to get things shipped out as fast as we can, to be able to get in the hands of you guys. So what are you using to watch the tornadoes? I'm in Orlando. So Ryan Hall is on YouTube. He is live streaming. He does a great job. Really knows what he's talking about. So check out Ryan Hall on YouTube. And if you're in Orlando, I know he's been telling people, not specifically in Orlando yet, but I know it's working its way up there. He's been saying, like, put on helmets, get into an interior room, put on closed-toed shoes, no flip-flops, no Crocs, no sandals. That way, if you do need to leave your facility or things happen, that you actually have good shoes on. So make sure you are prepared. Make sure things are charged. Make sure you have water. Just basic things when it comes to hurricanes. Hurricanes definitely happen in Florida, but these ones are just a little crazier. Love everything y'all stand for and do. Bless y'all. Is there an ETA for those that purchased the plate carriers and OPFAC a while back? Yes. So, plate carriers sold super quick. You guys are awesome. We have over 150 that are waiting to start production. We were hoping to get them to start shipping November 1st. It's going to be a little bit after that. We're still aiming for November. But with everything else that's been going on, and the sew team is just doing as much as they can to be able to get IFACs built out. They are going to start working on plate carriers soon, and we will get them into your hands. Like, as soon as they're done being sewed, they will get into a package and they will get shipped out the door. You will get a text video from us when your order is done being manufactured and is headed to our shipping department. So make sure you just keep an eye out for that, and we really just appreciate your patience with everything going on right now. We did not foresee all of this craziness coming, and we are just doing our best. So
what we hear, like they're saying up there, it's just a mess.
Oh yeah.
This is not like, we're used to tornadoes, sometimes hurricanes, but this was so much.
Yeah, there is just so much going on at one time in such large areas. 14 tornado warnings right now. That is crazy. Are the men coming home for Sukkot, or will they be staying on deployment? I think that's kind of on a men-to-men basis. There are some that are staying, there are some that are coming home. People that have been there since, boots on the ground day one. Everybody needs to cycle out. They have about a 10-day out there window time before they're nicely get sent home to go rest and recoup, and then come back for sure. But you can't. They're so busy. Yeah, the first wave's working on coming home, second wave's going out, and they're swamped. I know that I've only heard from our guys once or twice, because one, they don't have cell service, two, they're just so busy facilitating everything that's going on, and trying to help as many people as they can. I know we saw a video of Bob waiting for a helicopter to be able to go drop oxygen tanks to somebody. and they're just doing their best. They have, helicopters and planes, and I know they're working with canines, I saw, to be able to do search and rescue, and they're really just, feeding people, loving on people, and doing what they can out there. Refuge.
We can't take breaks.
No breaks. Yeah, I mean, very, very little breaks. But Sakota is our break, and we are just looking forward to that next week.
Taking them with us to Sakota.
Oh, yeah, we are taking you guys with us to Sakota. Lauren has been tasked with sharing little bits of Sakota as we go through the week. So make sure you guys follow us in our stories and on our posting. Share it out. We really love to be able to share what we do during Sakota and just how awesome it is, the different things we learn and do. We're also going to be talking about Safety Week for camping. So it's perfect because we're already all going to be out camping.
Really cool guest speaker that week too.
Ooh, I'm excited about that. Yep. So we have lots of things in the works that are going on. There is no sitting down, twiddling our thumbs, staring at the ceiling here. Yeah. We are like from, the morning until night, go, go, go. We've even brought in a few extra hands into the office to be able to help. So we really appreciate you guys. Don't worry, Father guides us in his light. That is awesome, Donnie. Yes, he does.
What they thought about the Saturday night video with Dana. Like,
Ooh.
do they like having that outside guest come and talk? They
Okay.
Can't hear me
Yeah, if you guys can't hear Lauren, she wants me to ask you guys if you liked the Saturday night premiere video we did this past week. It was me and Dana from Daughters Defense chatting about range safety, specifically when it comes to women's range safety because it's tailored a little differently. And I feel like women are a little more standoffish and like intimidated by it, just because it's such it's an environment that I know even stressed me out a little bit when I walked into it because I know when I'm training to use a firearm, the only time I'm using my firearm is when Mama Bear comes out because I need to protect myself or my kids. And just knowing that that is a possibility always heightened it. So I love that you're sharing that with us. Look forward to it. We look forward to hanging out with you more, Rhonda. You are awesome, and I hope you come back to class again one day.
Ooh, did you tell him that the classes, the combat midwife is back
Oh,
up in the
yeah.
store?
If you guys missed out on the combat midwife class, last time we had it, we just dropped 2 different dates in the store. It is the 3rd week of February. There's a Friday or a Sunday class. It is going to be the same class she did last time. So if you've already been to it, you don't need to come to this one unless you want another refresher because it is packed full of so much. There are recipes for herbal teas in there. There was everything from, menopause to babies to it was so much. I was overwhelmed, and I already have been living in the birth space and have had my own, 4 home births and everything, and I learned a ton. So if you guys want to come to that class, make sure you grab a spot. We just put them in the store, so they are going to sell quick. Combat Midwife in the 3rd week of February. Let me watch the chat, see if there's any more questions. Best darn customer service shipment teams on the internet. We appreciate that, Scott. We are doing our best out here. Sweet, that class was amazing. Yes, Rose, you were at that class. It was definitely a fun one. She is an awesome lady with a ton of knowledge. So, do you guys have any other questions? Throw them in the chat. I'm watching it right now. Ooh, that would be cool, Rhonda, for you to host one of her classes. Traumatic stress seems to be setting in on the locals. Oh, yeah. It is definitely crazy, the amount of people that lost, their entire everything. And I know hearing from people, boots on the grounds, that, people who had 20 acres now have, 15 acres because half the mountain got moved and taken with the mudslide. And just scrolling through social media and seeing people's videos, it is crazy. We definitely know that they're probably not telling us all the statistics yet because they just don't know yet. There's still so much search and rescue going on and getting into those small towns and the mountains and everything. Any chance of another Cub kit? We don't have another Cub kit working on production right now. We just, launched the OpFac and the Travel Fac. But, we're always trying to work on innovating and doing new things. But, yeah, definitely check out what we have in stock right now because we are just doing what we can. Francesco, there is not an ETA on hypothermia kits. I know the APLS blanket has been put on back order because the government decided to place a large order again. So imagine that. As soon as they come back in stock, we will get our shipment and then we will put them back up in stock. If you want to pre-order it so that you're already in line, hop in the live chat and I can invoice you directly. But just know that we don't have a lead time on that right now. So you can also click the notify me button and you'll get an email as soon as they're put back in stock. Injuries go up this week as people fatigue. Yep, that's correct, Laura. It is definitely... it's definitely not over, and it's not going to be over for a while. And now with Florida getting hit, like, it is crazy. Definitely a crazy storm season. Let's see, what else is... I got Ryan Hall on. Glades, Florida. Looks like there's a tornado warning. Man. So much going on. Oh, he dropped the combat midwife class.
Sorry, it took me a minute.
Good job.
And honestly, after, like, that class was not like a... this is how you can, you know, avoid the hospital. No, she was like, here's a bunch of recipes, like,
oh yeah, that's what
stuff, where you're like, oh, I'm gonna sit and steam.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, it was great. I
So
was
much.
sharing them with that there was so much just like extra things that it was not, it was obviously like if there wasn't a hospital, no higher level of care. She taught a lot about like, you know, austere environments. What is the supply need that isn't being met? I don't really know if there is one that isn't being met. I know diapers and wipes and feminine hygiene products have been on the list. I know that they're updating the Grindstone Amazon wish list often, but I also know that like the moment we update it, it gets purchased. So, you know, just keep checking back. Keep an eye out on the Grindstone newsletter. We also are trying to feature Grindstone in our newsletters as everything is going on. So just keep an eye out and we will push it out.
So right now, they have a bunch of the hazmat suits.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
wish list, and that's
Okay.
probably because they're going to have to start trucking into some nasties.
Yep, for sure.
So those are currently up, and I'm assuming that they have like different sizes and whatnot. But that, and then like floor squeegees, because they're really gonna have to start doing a lot of like water stuff, you know.
Yeah, no, they're definitely going to go in a crazy place. Rick, I do not have a plan for any refuge socks, but you know, maybe one day.
Coming.
We do. We have the beanie coming back. This one will just have the Refuge logo on it. It will not have the Yahweh logo on the back. It'll just say Refuge. Those will be for sale in the store soon. I believe we should be getting them within a week or two. So probably after Sukkot. We have a video on the battle bandage, don't we? I'm pretty sure we've posted a video on it before. If you go to Refuge, you just type in battle bandage, Refuge Medical, you can find it, but she'll drop the link to it because I do not have one open right now, and they are like a high quality ETD.
Nice.
They're super awesome, but that also means they're a little more expensive.
I
So,
might get more. Those are probably enough one. Like we have at least one at home, but we
yeah.
need to get more.
for sure. Yeah, 11 active warnings. I know. I think I saw 12, and he doesn't really have it up on the screen exactly how many right now. So it is definitely crazy going on right there. How many ankle kits can I wear before it gets ridiculous? Well, how many ankles do you have? Because
Say two.
I feel like 2 ankles. I mean, unless you want to make them like wristlets or something. But
Imagine?
yeah.
Like sweatbands, but
We've thrown around the idea of putting an extension on the ankle kit to make it a garter kit for women under dresses. I've had that idea because you would just have to add a little extender piece and then you could put it under a dress and you'd have your med kit. But then I needed to T&E it and all that kind of stuff. So it just hasn't been on my priority list with everything else going on. I went through hurricanes in North Carolina and Texas. Basic hygiene items get critical. That is for sure. Ham radios, training, important for preppers. I did see that they were talking a lot about ham radios and how many people don't realize, like, you're gonna have to rely on radios at some point.
Yeah.
Radios are actually more useful right now out there than cell phones because they don't have cell phone service.
well, and they open the ham lines because of the emergency. Normally, those
Yep.
are not for public.
Yep. Yep. I'm thinking baby bottles with disposable liners. That's a good thought. I definitely know there's just so much going on out there.
Okay, so yes. Rose really likes
The garter idea?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rose, we'll have to I'll see if you can help me T&E it in the future whenever we get to that point. Channel has a full truck of diapers going there. He has another truck of wipes and baby formula and a full truck of dog food going to North Carolina and Tennessee, plus more. That is awesome.
Amazing.
Pinball Channel. I don't think I've heard of him. Please donate to Grindstone. Drones seem important too. I did see that our team definitely had drones going up in the air, or partnering with somebody who had drones going up in the air for search and rescue and things like that, because there's a lot of mountains in North Carolina and a lot of valleys and a lot of just like middle of nowhere rural areas. It is not like big city out there. At least not all of it is big city out there. So they're doing, what they can. So we were chatting a little bit this morning about the fires that are going on. Have you guys been following that on the West Coast? The big, just everything. I mean, there's fires on one side, there's hurricanes on the other, and, we're all just doing what we can in the middle here. Thermal capability is a must right now. I could definitely see that. Anything more than one ankle kit per leg becomes a calf kit. Tommy, you are awesome. Mules or donkeys seem to be a good prep. I agree, Patty. I know we were just talking about this. But yeah, they definitely, when, the cars don't work and you don't really want to walk through a bunch of water.
Callie would be stoked to get something.
I'm sure.
Like, what are we going to do with that?
My kids want a horse. My kids have wanted horses for a while now.
Barn, and we're renting. And like,
I know. Yeah.
You need to chill.
Priorities. Let's buy a house first. You can generate maps to use on your phone with drones. Very useful. Yeah, it is just... I mean, I've been trying to stay up on all this stuff going on, but also, like, it has been just craziness here with Refuge between supply chain and shipping delays and just components, and, like, we just orders skyrocketed overnight. Because
oh my gosh, I better get all my prep.
Yep.
Like, we've been telling you.
Yeah, I'm like.
Because things were getting crazy, and then things get crazy, and then everybody freaks out.
Yep.
It's like, I mean, we can't sell our IV stuff now except for in one kit.
Yep.
That's
yeah, all IV fluid has been put on allocation for hospitals only. We have a small amount for the stomp bags that have already been sold, and they're in stomp bags only. I had to remove the IV kit from our website because we aren't going to have you guys buy something that we can't promise we can fulfill. So we are really doing our best with trying to be open and honest with supply chain, things that are going on. You guys did see the big Baxter facility that was completely, hurt and destroyed and flooded out there. And they produced 1.5 million bags a day. And that does not include their dialysis that they also produced. It is insane. If these storms and fires are not the October surprise, it's going to get cray-cray for sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, between this and the election coming up, like, get your stuff prepped. It is...
Like, part of me is like, let's just make the election be over. Like, I'm ready for it to be over. But then it's also like, man, if she wins...
I know. Chest waters are a great thing to have in case of flooding and water crossings. That's a really good idea, Rick.
What is it?
Chest waders.
Oh, wait. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. Waders, for sure.
Mules are an abomination, but donkeys are good to go. Yep, that's true, Medic Mouse. Active tornado warnings now. Oh, man. We're definitely praying for all of those guys in Florida right now. It was where I was born and raised. I was, in the east coast of Florida in Daytona, but right now I know South Florida is getting smacked. And it is only going, up into Florida. I know that the hurricane, like the eye of the hurricane, I think is still like 11 hours out or something. So they're just going to be getting hit all day and into the night. So it is definitely crazy. What are you doing, Mike? What was that?
That wasn't me.
Uh-huh.
That was him saying Copacabana making noises.
Oh, I saw you jump.
Oh, civilly.
What about...
Cross, make it jump. Daddy Mac will make it jump.
Oh my gosh. You guys can't hear Mike singing, I'm sure, but it was pretty funny. Hi, Dana. Hi, Kermode. Everyone's here. Look at that. How many people do we have? I can't see it on this side. Can you see it on that side? How many people we have hanging out?
90, no. Well, 100 or 99.
Right there, 199. That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys are hanging out with us, especially with all the craziness going on, hurricanes and tornadoes and fires and, you know. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit. If you have any questions or want any updates on any products coming back in stock, throw them in the chat and I will get them answered. We've already tried to cover, Mike saw him. We've already tried to cover, you know, several products that are happening right now and things that are coming down the pipeline. Travel facts are currently getting fulfilled, so those are getting shipped out today. And then next week we are working on op facts and bear facts, Ranger, Coyote, multicam. They are just ankle kits. Everything is working over the next week or two, and we will get them shipped out as soon as we can. Well, y'all are calm in, yes, we are calm in the storm. I will try to work on being calm as, you know, there is not too much going on here in Oklahoma other than we are running around fulfilling orders. Hey, sister, is there going to be a tactical work day just for the ladies? Tactical work day?
What does that mean?
I don't know what you're referring to, Donnie. Like, are you talking about like a class? Like a range tactical class?
We talked about having Dana come out before.
Yes, I know that, and she hosts them in Kansas City, classes all the time. We just don't have a good indoor range here to be able to host her at. Let's see. Oh, you could hear Mike singing? That's funny. Why are we saying be safe to Matt? Matt, where are you going? It's been raining here for 2 days leading up to the storm. Oh, Matt, you're in Florida, aren't you?
Where?
I'm almost positive he's in Florida. Tactical class and LARP. For the ladies, maybe? Rick, I'm not allowing you to order your bear fact. I told you that was showing up on your doorstep, and I was not going to take any payment for it. Just for you. One of your lives saved. We are getting you that Alpine multicam bear fact.
Roberta, I'm facing Hurricane Milton in Central Florida, so I might indeed end up in a legit tent for some.
Oh, man. I mean, if you already got your, I hope you already have your tent, and you have it in a dry container that you have stored somewhere properly.
Right in the cone.
Oh,
What?
no.
Why would you stay, Matt? Ugh.
Because it's Florida, and Floridians think it's fun to watch a hurricane. So I totally love watching storms roll in from, like, the balcony on the beach. But I'd want, like, a safety bubble around me if I was doing that right now.
Yeah.
Because just watching the devastation that happened in North Carolina has definitely been, you know, a shocker. We could totally do a women's class, but an outdoor range would be preferred. So we have to build and or find an outdoor range. Because that's just, we don't have any... I mean, we have, like, property, but it's got, you know, like, a steel target and things like that. So we need to work on building.
It's employees' property.
Yeah.
And then it's, like, not that we love you guys, but you never know who could sign
Yeah.
up for a class, and then we're inviting strangers, you know?
Rick, yes, go drink more coffee. I've had 2 energy drinks today, which
I
might
know.
be why I'm a
Ooh,
little...
I gave her sass about that. I was like, excuse me, ma'am, are you drinking a Red Bull after you already had your other energy drink?
I also haven't had food today. I've had a protein shake and 2 energy drinks. So when we're done with this live stream, I'm going to have to go force myself to eat something, I'm sure. Did you eat lunch yet, Lauren? No. No, she said no, too.
I had apple slices.
Oh, I had apples and peanut butter.
I had apple slices, cashews, and an RX bar, so I had more than you.
That's true. Special kind of stupid. So the night op, there was a few ladies out there. That was not a guys only class. So yeah, we don't have any classes that are like only men or only women. So yeah, if you want to do FTX next year, which will be Labor Day weekend, that is definitely a great class to learn tactics and things like that. But you should have your basic knowledge of firearms. Jessica, oh man, she's watching the live stream. Combat Midwife is watching the live stream because she texted me that I needed to eat right now.
You know, I wonder.
After the live stream, okay, Jessica? What?
Donnie Oki said, ask TJ if he would be willing to ask some of the local LEOs they could use their range. We could ask that one place that we've been to before.
I haven't been. I'm sure you have been, but we can, chat about that later. I'm sure there's somewhere we can have. Can you demo the best way to stage a Slishman pressure wrap? That's a really good question. There's a lot of different ways you can stage it. But yeah, I can have one of the guys. Hey, Mike. He's doing a video for a customer because he's shipping out their order. So I'll give him a minute and then I'll yell his name again.
Has Refuge Training thought about offering a class on search and rescue or other tasks that would be useful?
Yes, it definitely has been thrown around. We honestly it's bandwidth at this point. There's just so much going on trying to keep up with what it is right now. We have a lot of good ideas that we really would like to put out there and to do. It's just too much going on right now.
So
nothing else, nothing is slowed down and only sped up.
I just dropped the Radio Made Easy class.
Ooh, yes, the Radio Made Easy class is definitely one you should go to. You can bring your own radio. You will also be given a radio as part of class that you'll be able to take home and learn on. But they are working, those classes are in stock still. I know there's only a few left, but if you haven't had an actual, really good informational how-to class for radios, I would definitely check that one out and come. Will Multicam Alpine bag only be available? Yes, we will have bags only available. I'm just not sure on when. Slishman needs a plastic sleeve to manage the hook and loop. So they do have a pouch you can get that kind of protects it. It's like a felt pouch that it goes into because, I know that it does, get that whatever pulley, striggly stuff. But they still work. Foe has had one for 1.5 years now that he T&Es and shows at all the shows, and it still works. Oh, that's awesome, Rick. I'm happy that life saved is healing super fast. We've definitely been praying for her. Thanks, Kermode. Yeah, I've heard Evan is the man. I haven't personally got to take a class yet, but I'm excited for this class coming up because I'm going to be there. Good afternoon, Indiana Constitutional Patriot. How are you today? Hey, Mike. Yeah, can you bring me a Slishman? Doesn't orange? Show better. Sorry if that was loud for you guys when I was yelling. We are going to have to form up a Refuge customer prayer support group. That's a good idea, Mark Chase.
If you've taken class, go join the alumni group.
I was just going to say that. They can't hear you, Lauren. Well, I mean, you guys probably can. They did hear you singing, Mike, too.
They can hear him singing. They can hear me.
Yeah, that's true. If you guys have taken any type of Refuge training class, we have a Facebook group that is open to alumni. It is a new group. It is called Refuge Training. It will ask you a few questions. We will verify you've taken a class. It can be with Refuge Training or Refuge Medical. We're looking at both sides of things when we're accepting people.
I am going to share the link so they can go to it.
Cool. Donnie, I'm sure we will be hiring sometime next year. If you have a resume, you can email it to me. I have a folder that resumes live in. And when we, go to order, we will check it out.
Hey,
or not go to order. Go to hire. Man, my brain.
Answer the questions because I've had several people just not answer the questions, and it's
I know. Please answer the
questions. Tell
questions
us what class you took.
for the group. Oh, I just saw some. Dana, good job. She just asked to join the group. That was fast. Okay, so Slishman, this is how they come. So the loop, and this is just depends on how you like it. So the loop, they leave it really long, and then the loop is on the outside. So you roll it kind of backwards, so that way when you open it, the loop is right there, and then you can pull, and then you can start wrapping. So I know some people will do it with the little tag on the outside so that it stays, but I really like that when the Velcro is on the inside, because then it's already ready, staged, and I can put it over my arm and then, just go and start wrapping. So it really depends on which way you want to do it, but my preference is always the loop on the outside, so you start rolling from the Velcro. Does that make sense? So the time tab with the Velcro is where you start your roll. And then you roll it, and roll it, and roll it. you know, big or small. Obviously, the smaller you get, the thicker it's going to be. If you want it to be flatter, it's going to need to be a little longer. But you just roll it all the way down. Good afternoon, Iridium Group. We actually were getting your order shipped out today. And then I try to stage my loop a little bigger, so that way I can put it over whatever limb, and then just like that. So you want the loop on the outside, so that way you can put it over the limb and be ready. What is the hottest item being sold at Refuge right now? Anything that's in stock.
And red.
Yeah, red is our best seller by far, because people, you know, automatically red and medical go together. But travel facts have actually gotten a lot more popular. Bear facts are still number one. BPKs, because they're in stock, because they're in vacuum seal bags, have definitely been busy. And the new burn bucket is really, really popular, because it is a bucket full of burn stuff, and it also stacks perfectly with your 5-gallon buckets.
I was gonna say, if they are looking to get something that they'll get, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but if they're gonna get faster, it would be one of our vacuum seal bags.
Yes.
Because the nylon bags, the sew shop is like
They're working
so hard to
Yep.
try and catch up. And so, but if you want something quicker, you can always opt for a vacuum sealed bag.
Yep. Yeah. Go with a vacuum seal vacuum sealed bag or bucket or refill kit. We did put refill kits back in the store, so you can get the refill kit now, and then you can get the bag only option later, as soon as they're in stock. The sew team is rocking and rolling and pushing things out as fast as they can.
No giveaways.
Alan, there is not giveaways this month. We are just trying to keep up with supply chain and orders and all the natural disasters going on. And it's Black Friday next month. If you guys haven't realized that it's October, November is quickly approaching, and we go to Sukkot next week. So we are doing everything we can, but there is not a giveaway. I think we're participating in a giveaway, aren't we?
Yeah, there's one. It's pinned on our Instagram.
Okay, so check out our Instagram. It is a pinned post, but it is a giveaway that we are a part of. It's a bunch of hunting stuff and awesome companies that we're partnering with.
And we're gonna be partnering with Point Zero.
Oh, Point Zero. Okay, we'll do that too. Will the boogie ever come back? Rick, it is not coming back right now with things that are going on. We actually did produce 100 of them last week for Grindstone to be able to take and pass out to people. But it took a lot of back end work for all the little bags and everything, and it just wasn't, sales were not keeping up with the production level that it needed to be able to make it financially and just work for our back end system, with everything going on the IFAC side. So boogies are not in stock right now, but maybe one day. Mouse, Lone Surveyor, good afternoon. Talk to my twin Dudley. Medic Mouse, you didn't grab a boogie? I guess if we do, maybe I can work on putting boogies back in. If you guys do want a boogie for real and you want to like purchase it now, jump in the live chat. I can invoice you directly for it, because I do think we have a few left over there after I did the 100 for Grindstone last week. Identical twins. Yeah, totally. Mark Chase and Dudley are totally identical twins. I could see it. Right, Lauren? You could see it.
Oh, yeah. They look exactly the same.
Yeah. You're welcome, Rick. Hey, Rick, you know you have the store phone number. I mean, you just have a reason to give us a call and ask questions. I'm pretty sure we have your number saved because we always, we love chatting with you. We love chatting with everybody. Especially, Mark Chase will call, and Matt, and we have such an awesome community of people. I was just talking to somebody the other day that does a lot of, podcasting and stuff, and I was talking about, the intentional community that we've built of, just preppers and just, it's more like responsible at this point. I don't even feel like prepper is the correct word. It's just being responsible for life and everything that's going on right now. But I really enjoy just being and hanging out with you guys. We're always loving on each other and spreading awareness and trying to better each other and not tear each other down when it comes to Refuge Nation. And we're always working towards the same mission. And that is, to be in service, save lives while in service to the Father's kingdom, experience the abundance of His provision and blessings, and spread the good word of the Father. So, what is the boogie? So, the boogie was a little elastic band that had like a wristlet on it, and it had just boo-boo items. So, it was like an S-Mark, a Band-Aid bag, what else is in it? 3-inch rolled gauze, boo-boo wipes. I think that was it. Oh, and the boo-boo wipes had like 2 ibuprofen and 2 Tylenol in it. Oh, yeah, and duct tape. And it was just this little compact boogie boo-boo kit. Grindstone is having a free giveaway in Tennessee. Whoever carries the most water up the mountains wins, and a free attaboy. Oh my gosh, Paladin. Let's not challenge our guys to that, because they will take the challenge, and then they will.
Even more?
What? So it's a free giveaway in Tennessee for whoever carries the most water up the mountain.
They get a free attaboy.
Oh.
Are you in?
TJ's already there.
You can't leave the store, actually, Mike. There are a few people like TJ and Bob are boots on the ground, and several other, grindstone volunteers and people. But like, I got a core group of guys that I'm like, I need you here. We need to keep producing first aid kits to be able to get into the hands of people. So I just, nicely, I'm like, I mean, you could switch out with somebody in a little bit, but like, I can't have everybody leave at once. I can do a lot of things, but I can't do it all. I am still one person.
Well, and there's, if you don't have people here to pack the kits or sew the kits or to run advertising.
Yeah, I can't sew and pack gauze and bags and ship them and order things more to come in, and it's just not possible. It's barely possible for the, 15 people we have on staff right now. So is it for Susie to wear while riding her bike? So it actually came out from the idea of something to be able to pass out to friends, family, loved ones as like a starter first aid kit. It does have the S-Mark bandage in it, so it could be a pressure wrap. It could be used as, a child tourniquet, things like that. But it was really boo-boo minded. But it was a really good, just like starter, here you go, start first aid, and to get the word out there.
For the .0 energy giveaway that's coming up, they can win, was it a black multicam bear pack or was it a black multicam?
It's black multicam bear min. Yes, so in that .0 energy, right?
Yeah.
Giveaway that is starting, we're going to be a part of soon. Yeah. It is black multicam bear min. We had a few of those left, and they are still available on the website if you've been looking for black multicam. No, I'm not an octopus. I only have 2 arms and 2 legs, not 8, even though some days I wish I did. I've always made the joke once I had 3 kids that I now have more kids than I do arms and hands. So it just makes things a little more chaotic. Some days I do wish I had more than 2 hands, though. And I also talk about if somebody could like make a clone and it not be an abomination. I could have a few clones of me just to be able to get all the things done that need to get done in a day. So we've already been hanging out now for 45 minutes. We're going to give it another 5 minutes. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat. And then I got to get back to work and to fulfill orders for you guys. Michael, if you're still on the live stream, I see you in the live chat, but I'm currently on a live stream, so I will answer you in a moment. Hey, so look, I'm going to live answer you. See? Look at that. Michael, I will invoice you for a boogie. Let me know what color you'd like. I believe we have Black Ranger and Coyote left.
You said a boogie.
Yeah.
I thought we were out of boogies.
I just said we have a few left back there. They're just not on the website. So if they wanted one, they could come in the live chat and I could invoice them directly.
My brain like checked out
I know.
for a second.
I know. You're good. And Michael, if you are purchasing other things, purchase those items and then I can add it to your order after and then send you a direct link to pay for that added item. Sorry I'm late. Any info? Yeah, Scouting in the Woods. We were talking about the hurricane. We're watching a lot of tornadoes that are definitely happening on the ground in South Florida, but we're not hearing any reports other than that yet. We've been watching Ryan Hall all morning. We've had it on the speaker in the office here. I know. I will go eat. I promise. I'm going. If evolution was real, moms would grow more arms. This is true.
Oh,
that is so true.
So true. Oh, Also, I think we would also like figure out how to not have so many emotions. Just kind of work those out a little bit.
I would like to have 2 boogies, any colors. Okay, Arlene, so email admin at Refuge Medical or jump in the live chat, and I will get those on order for you. Yes, we will definitely pray
Rick
as
did
we
his
end.
boogies? I know he wanted boogies.
Who?
Rick. Remember he was wanting a boogie.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, Rick should know that how to get a hold of us. The boogie is the precursor to the kiddo kit. Yeah. The kiddo kit was actually Foe's version of the slick kit, but for kids. That was kind of how that started. Yes, I'm going to eat, okay? You guys stop yelling at me. Live chat refers to the customer-facing portal, LOL. I doubt they are taking orders on YouTube. Sorry. Yes, the live chat on the Refuge Medical website, you can message us on, and it is me answering it, and I will invoice you directly. I'm so sorry. I know there's a live chat on YouTube and also a live chat on the website, and that gets confusing. So, with that, if there are no other questions, if you do have questions that I didn't get to answer, jump in the live chat or give the store a phone call. We have people, real humans that are here in Oklahoma that will answer it any day, Monday through Thursday. Our office is closed on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and if we miss your call, we will call you back when we get into the office on Monday. And we head out for Sukkot mid next week. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you stay up to date in our stories and our Instagram, Facebook, all the social medias with everything going on. We are trying to keep you guys updated on all the current events and crazy things that are happening in the world. And we also will start to throw in there, what the timelines are on our kits. I think that is definitely something you guys are always asking about, so we will start dropping little things in there, lead times and things like that, or, like, these are in production right now, and they are coming out soon to be able to get shipped to you guys. So, I appreciate you. I will go eat. We are going to pray first. Texas Sheep Lady, I believe there will be another set of classes towards the end of the year, but I'm not for sure on that one. Okay, let's pray. Father Yah, thank you for allowing us to be your hands and feet and to have this community of people that are just working towards spreading your love and your grace and your mercy and the helpfulness, everything that is going on right now in the world. We pray safety over everybody in the areas that are going to be affected by the hurricane. We pray for stability and calmness with everybody who was already affected, and we pray that they would just be able to rebuild everything and be able to get to a safe location and space and put food in their bellies and to stay warm. And we just pray that you would wrap your arms around them mentally, physically, emotionally, because we know that you are everything and that you are what we need in this world with everything that is going on. So we just pray that you would keep everybody safe, that you would speak through us into this world as we continue to be your light. We praise you and we would love you. In Yeshua's name we pray. Amen. Thank you guys for being here. We will be live next week on Tuesday because we start setting up for Sukkot on Wednesday. So come hang out with us next Tuesday, and we look forward to hanging with you then.